Fardeen used to be very nice to me at times because he used to help me, Richa, okay, you can breathe right now, relax, don't get hyper because I used to get, oh my god, I'm not doing the shot properly, Okay, Richa, relax, you can take it easy. He's very cool. There was a scene where Sharat had to slap me and fight masters actually slap him. He's like, my hand is bigger than her face. How can I even touch her? I mean, she's like, even if I touch her, she'll go flying. But I just want to continue doing good films since I love acting, I love dancing, and I love being around the film industry. I'm really enjoying acting though.
How did bonding happen? And did you always want to be an actress?
No, not really. I mean, there were a lot of things in my mind, but I knew deep down I enjoyed acting. I used to act even in my daily life. So, modeling actually happened. I used to be a child model. So, but in school days, suddenly somebody just told me, somebody I met from when I used to child model, somebody from HTA and Lintas, they're like, why don't you model again? And I said, listen, I was a child model. I mean, you sure you want me to model now? This happened in college. So suddenly they just pushed me, like, no, we would love to have you back. Not as a kid though. So I started off with modeling. Then I went off to music videos. It was a lot of fun. I did like over 80 commercials in the last 3 years. So it's a lot of fun.
Tell us about the videos you've done, particularly your favorite one also.
Yeah, I did Yaad Piya Ki Aane Lagi. I did this other video called Piya Se Milke Aaye Nain. I did a Jagjit Singh video. Then I did, I think I don't quite remember. Yeah, Alka Yagnik's one other video which was done in Gujarati and Hindi. Then I did a Punjabi remix. But I think out of the whole lot, Piya Se Milke Aaye Nain was my favorite. Because a lot of dancing to do and to be myself, very chirpy. And it was a lot of fun, a lot of dancing. And it was a very peppy number. So it was a lot of fun.
How did theatre happen? How did you graduate film?
I saw this play called All the Best. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think that was the only thing that was left for me, not that I've not done, There's the only thing left. So I thought, might as well just try, and I want to know what it's like to be on stage and to relate with audience who's in front of you. Because camera and stage is different. So I just thought, let me try it. I mean, I used to do a lot of shows in school and, in my Kathak, and that was just dancing on stage, but I wanted to act on stage. So I just happened to meet the Nyar contractor. He was doing this play called Whose Wife Is It Anyway? So when I was really young, so I told him, are you sure I'll be able to even stand on stage? And he's like, no, of course you can. So that's the way theatre happened, and that show went on for like 100 shows. And so that gave me a lot of confidence to be on stage, to feel the presence there. So films, I guess I did a lot of ads. So one of these South directors saw me in a couple of South films. In my ad films. So they came to Bombay hunting. They went to a couple of advertising agencies, found out my name, number. And they saw this particular ad called Boro Natural. But I'm doing like Boro Natural, So the director insisted that I do his film. And that time I was studying, so I was a little scared, so I refused him. But apparently 2 months after that, he still came and he said, I think you're the only one who can do this film. This film was called Nuvve Kavali in Telugu. So that's about it. I did this film. I got the Filmfare Award for the Best Actress. And that's the time where the Dr. Ramanaidu, he saw my film and he really appreciated the whole thing. And he said, he just came and signed me for his Hindi film.
When you were the narration for the first time for Ramanaidu's film?
Sorry?
When you were the narration for the first time
for
Ramanaidu's film? Yeah, why do you think this was the right debut for you?
Yeah, Kuch Kaho, Kuch Kahein, I feel is the best break I can ever get. Because when I did see the remake film which Dr. Ramanaidu has made, let me tell you something about my character. It's a very bubbly character where I think, and I'm supposed to be very fresh and very young, and I quite like it, as a fresh break, and the movie has a lot of comedy. It has a lot of very natural scenes. So it's got romance, it's got comedy. It's even if I'm crying, I'll cry like a kid, and even if I do like stupid things like burning Fardeen's pants, and so I think it's a very light character for my first film.
Do you in any way identify with your character you're portraying in real life as you a person?
As a matter of fact, a lot. I do relate to that character called Mangla. I mean, a lot because I used to get teased. I normally get teased very fast, which happens in the film also. Fardeen's teasing me all the time, and every time I'm irritated, every time I try to play a prank on him, and it comes over me, so I make a fool out of myself. And she's very stubborn, which is the same for me. The way the character Mangla is very stubborn and very natural, and if she's angry she'll say it, if she's crying she'll let it out. She's very free, nothing is in her heart. That's very similar to what I am.
What do you have to say about K. Ravishankar's direction?
Well, because after a very long time he was directing a film, he was so focused. And K. Ravishankar, I think, in spite of his long gap in the film industry, I think he's done a very good job. He's handled the whole cast and crew very well. We were a unit of like a lot of cast, 30 people, and especially when I said like there were kids and elders, and we used to always play pranks and to handle the kids at the same time and the elders like Farida ji and Govind ji and Fardeen and me. So it was, I think he's done a very commendable job. I mean, he never lost his patience. I mean, if I would be in his place, I would tear my hair apart. Like, throw one kid there and throw one kid there. And he was so patient. Every time he's like, Richa, okay, do this way and listen. He's like, tell the kids what he wants. And he knew what he wanted. He would just tell me, no, this is not what I want. This is what I want. So I think he's done a commendable job.
Give me a brief storyline on the film.
Well, the film is actually a family drama. It's between two families. And, I don't want to tell you much about the film, but there's something called Shishti Purti, where there's a very nice feeling in that because it's like you're celebrating your grandparents' anniversary. So we get the blush into their faces when we try to remarry them, and just for the fun and, just to create that family atmosphere. You know how it's like when you go to your grandparents' house in the village and you meet all your cousins and your family friends. So that's a very nice feeling in the film, where you're having fun, the whole family's come together and doing something exciting away from the city. Everybody's come from different cities, and so it's got a lot of romance, it's got a lot of comedy, and it's a family drama. So it's quite nice.
Tell us about Anu Malik's music.
Well, I don't need to say much about Anu Malik. He's very good in his work. And the music he's given for my movie, it fits in so well because the movie has a lot of romance and a lot of softness, and he's given very melodious songs, especially the title song. It really creates that family atmosphere for you. The title song is about the family, not just about me and Fardeen. The title song, Kuch tum kaho, kuch hum kahe, it really creates a softness and the feeling of a family and being with a joint family, especially, not just a family. So that's a very soft music. Then there's two romantic numbers called Khoe Khoe, which is very cute. And there's a bubbly number where, we're trying to have fun with the whole family called Chudi Chudi. So it's got a blend of everything. And then the introduction song of Fardeen it's a very peppy number, which all the young guys would like. So it's got a blend of everything. He's given a blend. And every song is different from each other. You cannot say the whole movie has the same song. It's got different songs. It's got a blend of every style and taste. So it's quite nice.
How are you working with all your co-stars?
I think we've all worked like a family because I've had so many co-stars, starting from Farida ji, who's like a lovely lady, then Vikram ji, Govind ji, and Sharad Kapoor, who's like the villain in our film, but he's done a great job. And there was a scene where Sharad had to slap me, and the fight masters like actually slap him. He's like, my hand is bigger than her face. How can I even touch her? I mean, she's like, even if I touch her, she'll go flying. So we used to have a lot of fun on the sets, I mean, everybody was so cooperative. Fardeen especially, he used to tease me a lot. He ragged me like crazy. I mean, so many times I used to just tear my hair apart. He used to know that if there was a gun around me, I would just shoot him. But it was all because we were in the character, I guess, because even in the film, he's like all the time teasing me. So there was a lot of fun. We had the kids all around us. And Fardeen used to be very nice to me at times because he used to help me, especially okay, Richa, okay, you can breathe right now, relax, don't get hyper, because I used to get, oh my god, I'm not doing the shot properly, okay, Richa, relax, you can take it easy. He's very cool. He's very cool, very simple, and very fun to work with. Sometimes he can be a big brat, big brat, tease me, rag me, just because I was the new one. But sometimes he can be really sweet. He's like a real gentleman at times. Fardeen, I must say, has a lot of guts and he loves animals, I guess. Because we had this snake scene where there's a real snake and in the bus and everybody, there's a big turmoil around and everybody's like going crazy. There's a snake. So right after the shot, Fardeen takes the snake and holds it round his neck. I say, Fardeen, be away. Be 10 steps away from me. Don't even come near me because looking at the snake only and the snake was all around him. And I'm like, get the snake out of your... And this next shot, I had to hug him. And the snake's like all over him. And I'm like, Fardeen, please keep the snake away. I have to hug you next shot. It's giving me, creating a very sick feeling for me to come and hug you after the snake is hugging you. He's like, no, I know next shot you have to hug me, but look at the way the snake's hugging me. And I'm like, no, keep the snake away. And after the shot got over, they took this dummy snake, which looked like a real snake. And I was at the edge of the boat after the shot. This was just at the backup. And they came next to me, and then that artificial snake had a zip tongue coming out like that, and they just put it into my lips, and I just turned, and I went crazy. I almost about to fall out of the boat, and there was a sound recordist there, and Fardeen literally threw the snake on him, and that guy got fever the next 2 days. He didn't come on the sets, so we had like a lot of fun, but Fardeen was like crazy. He teased everybody around. Yeah, we were paragliding, and after the shot got over, we told the director to get into the paragliding. And what we decided that just to play a prank on him, we told the guy who controls the paragliding thing that let him dip into the water. And that water was freezing cold. To even get that one drop of water on your any part of your body is like, oh, it's horrible. So what we did, and the director like, don't dip me into the water. Please don't dip me into the water. I'm really scared. But we were like so naughty, me and Fardeen, both of us like just told that guy to just give them this one big splash, and that paragliding guy, he just like pushed them into the water and he went swap into the water. It was like a lot of fun. His pecs were like, oh, and it was a lot of fun during paragliding.
Tell about future plan. What's coming?
Well, nothing seemed very planned for me. It's just happened. Everything is just happening the right way, I guess. So I just want to continue doing good films since I love acting. So love acting, I love dancing, and I love being around the film industry. I mean, how much ever there are, it has its pros and cons, but I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying acting though.